Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm Doug, and this is Sarah.
Hi.
And we are going to make
Trdelník.
Trdelník, which is a Czech pastry.
It's a chimney cake.
It's a chimney cake, and we are going to test out our very own Trdelník machine. If you haven't seen our Trdelník machine and how we made it, you can go ahead and watch the episode of how we made it. And that's down in the comments. So we've got Trdelník, we've got some hints at the very end, and of course our very own Americans Cook Czech taste testers.
So let's get cooking.
Yes. These are ingredients. It's pastry dough essentially, and we've used butter and lard. Everything else looks pretty familiar. And we're proofing the yeast, right?
Yep, yeast and sugar and milk.
And now we're separating egg yolks because we just want the yolks for this recipe. And goes pretty easily. Whoa, what just happened? Oh,
you have too much flour.
Too much flour. You know, 2 times 2.5 does, no, 2 times 2 1/4 does not equal 5. So that was my bad, my fault. Now we're putting in the milk and we're going to mix it with our paddles. And we're just going to fast forward to after it's risen.
It looks like a nice dough.
It does, but it should be sticky at this point. Sticky is good because it will stick on the rollers. And we want it to stick on the rollers, which is why you shouldn't oil the rollers like this.
It was very hard to roll out the dough.
Yes.
It wasn't elastic enough.
It wasn't. It kind of like breaking. So we should have worked the dough a little more. I can see on yours how it's kind of wanting to break a little bit. And I took a break, went inside. Oh, bad idea, because there were birds. One of the rollers got eaten by a bird, and then there were 3. And then
not the rollers, but like the Trdelník.
The Trdelník got eaten, yeah. And so at the end, we only had like 1.5 good Trdelník. So we're going to do it all again, learn from our mistakes. We're going to cut instead of roll to begin with. We use the right amount of flour.
And we didn't oil the
Didn't
rollers.
oil, work the dough, and I stayed around for the cooking. And look at that. That worked so much better.
And we put in some nice...
it's Nutella whipped cream.
Yeah.
We made that ourselves for it and then plated it. Oh, it looks so delicious. This was awesome.
So here's our taste testers. They look really excited.
They're ready. Yeah, look at that. They're digging in. And I think this is a yes. Yep. 2 thumbs up. Yay. If you want to know what Noah's favorite thing was, this was it. Now, we made Trdelník twice so that we could show you what works and what doesn't work. And we have some hints for you.
One of the first hints is make sure that you work that dough so it's nice and elastic.
Yes, but not too elastic. If it's too elastic, it's like rubber bands putting it on the rollers. But if it's not elastic enough, I think that was one of the problems that we had the first time. It just breaks apart when it's on the roller. So what's our next hint?
Make sure to use enough flour.
Or actually, not too much flour.
Not too much flour, but not too little.
Yes, use the right amount of flour. That should like an always thing. That's an always hint. Use the right amount of flour. I accidentally, that was my fault, used too much flour in the first time around. And what's our final hint?
Oh, cutting the dough before you roll it.
Yes, yeah. I saw that trick on a video of someone at a shop in Prague, Trdelník shop. And that's how they did it. So the second time we made Trdelník, I cut the dough and it worked so much easier. This was Americans Cook Czech. I'm Doug.
And I'm Sarah.
Until next time, Dobru chuť.
Woo!